Some big soccer for you there. Welcome you on the show. Sports update on Trust TV. Adeni Ajishafe. Well, the good news is the fact that Super Sand Eagles are back. After 5 years hiatus, they are back to play in Afcon, and that has to do with big soccer there. Well, we'll be starting with that first story. Big soccer, Sand Eagles returns. Draw Mauritania in big soccer Afcon. That will be hosted by Egypt. And we look at the nations that have been drawn right now. That particular draw was conducted earlier today. And we look at those teams that will be playing for these particular qualifiers there. Mauritania will be facing Nigeria, and that's a good one for our team. And they do it after 5 years. The Super Sand Eagles are back for these Afcon qualifiers. Guinea against Senegal. Angola will be hosting, playing against Morocco. Ghana against Cote d'Ivoire, while Uganda will lock us against Tanzania. Seychelles against Mozambique, and Burundi will be locking on against Malawi. First leg will be between 19 to 21 July, while second leg will be 26 to 28 July for the 2024 Big Soccer Afcon qualifiers to be hosted by Egypt. Well, at least Nigerians will be happy to see them, while some are actually clamoring for the return of Super Sand Eagles, as if they were really listening to them. And now Super Sand Eagles will be back now to be able to showcase their talent in the sport of big soccer, for the fact that they'll be facing Mauritania next in the qualifier for both first leg and also the second leg in the beach soccer. If you remember that late Coach Amadou Shuaib really did well with our Super Sand Eagles, and hopefully whoever will take charge will also be able to transfer some action to the Super Sand Eagle players. Join us from Lokoja right now is Ahmad Emmanuel. Good to have Ahmad this evening.
Beautiful evening to you, Dini. Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, just there that the Super Sand Eagles are back. They will be in action against Mauritania in the first leg and also second leg in the qualifier that has to do with Afcon beach soccer that will be hosted by Egypt. And the joy is the fact that after 5 years, the Super Sand Eagles are back.
Absolutely, it's a delight. You know, when we actually saw the news a couple of weeks ago, I should say that yeah, the team will be back, and of course they will be back for the better of the game, you know. But then and again, the question I actually asked myself was that, well, what happened along the line when we were really, you know, having it very good in terms of, you know, beach soccer. Don't forget that this beach soccer in the past actually produced a lot of very good players, you know. Notably, I think Abu Aziz is one of them. Some players or football players who play their trades, even in the Nigerian Premier League, are also being pushed to participate in the beach soccer, and that has actually kept them fit, you know, even when they're out season. So I think it's a good development, and I hope that this time around, you know, the momentum will be sustained, the consistency will be there, so that at least we can begin to have a kind of recognition, you know, that yeah, maybe when it comes to, you know, soccer generally, then Nigeria will be our first to reckon. Look at Brazil, look at Senegal, for example, that's doing pretty very well in terms of, you know, big soccer. So I hope and pray that something will be, you know, corrected, because I want to believe that, I think I don't deny that something happened, and we're not happy that we just went off just like that. Like you rightly stated, you know, it's like after 5 years now we're making a return. So this time around, I hope and trust that the guys that will be assembled, you know, to play in these qualifiers will be able to deliver, and we want to see them play proper. Please, we want to see this beach soccer once again. Some of these guys on TV, even some players that does not really have the opportunity to play in the normal, you know, football league, you can see them play, or they might have the chance to play in the beach soccer, and of course, they can also make names for themselves. So it's a good development overall.
A good development coming from Nigeria, Super Sand Eagles there, who are right now be playing against Mauritania in their qualifiers for the Afcon big soccer that will be coming up in Egypt. We believe that the team that will be assembled will actually do a yeoman's job by making us proud there in that competition. Right now, as we speak, the NNL, Nigeria National League Super 8 final, is taking place at the Cathedral in Enugu, where two teams, Nasarawa United and Beyond Limits, are locking horns as we speak right now, though Beyond Limits are leading with 2-1 as the match is ongoing over there at the Cathedral. Well, Ahmad Emmanuel, the final king will be actually crowned today as we speak right now. That match is ongoing in Enugu between Nasarawa United versus Beyond Limit. Both of them actually qualify for the NPFL next season alongside Korodu United and also El Kanemi. But right now, we're talking about the two of them fighting for the 5 million naira stake. Well, Beyond Limit are still leading 2-1 in that particular encounter.
Well, it's a beautiful, season, if you ask me, as far as the NNL is concerned, trust me, I think the NNL this time have given a lot of, stakeholders, administrators alike, more reason to give them more attention. Trust me. I mean, we've had a lot of, intense season with beautiful football, super cracking football, okay? Now, let's talk about the finalists proper. Nasarawa United, for example, are making their return to the Nigerian Premier Football League. Of course, Beyond Limits are coming as the newcomers, okay? One of the newcomers to, play in the top league as far as Nigeria is concerned. And I'm also curious to, the management of both teams and constitution to other teams are also pretty dedicated to play in the Nigerian Premier Football League. However, there's a special focus on Beyond Limits. Like you already stated, they are leading the game, 2-1, and of course, I won't be surprised if they sustain this league and also maintain the standard of play, and at the end of the day, winning the 5 million that's a stake. Come on. I mean, the owner of this club has actually proven that when you really want to invest in football, you have no regret, all right? And patience. Strategically, he has actually come up with something very, very reasonable. And right now, a lot of people are applauding him. Come on, I visited the playing ground, the home ground of Beyond Limits. Of course, they also have Remo Salu, are the senior team. Remember how Remo Salu also came into, the elite league. And right now, I must tell you that in Nigeria today, well, I think a lot of football administrators need to go to Ikene and begin to learn how to really, create, thinkable. I mean, these guys are coming in focus, and one special thing about the team is that they are parading very, very young, footballers, and that makes it more juicy. So for me, it's a good one. Of course, they go ahead and win the playoffs. I mean, they really deserve it, and it's going to be celebrations galore for them. However, we've had a very fantastic season in the NNL, and as a kudos to those behind, the league, we want to see more. We need more improvement, of course. That's always one thing, always clamor also. We hope and believe that next season will be better.
Well, talking about that particular game ongoing right now in Enugu, the Cathedral there between Nasarawa United and Beyond Limits FC. Beyond Limits are leading 2-1. Goal scored by Anasisu for Nasarawa United, though we only limit right now actually leading there. Well, the match is edging towards the end there with them leading. Well, the winner will be getting or going home with 5 million naira. All the 4 teams I mentioned earlier qualify for the MPFL next season, and it's a big one for Nasarawa United because already they are planning to see how they can make it to the big level over there at the Continental. Wait to see what will be happening there to give you more updates as we talk about that. But right now, let's cross over and talk about the NBA Finals. Well, it has been a big one, a roller coaster for Boston Celtic. We look at that story, NBA Finals. Boston Celtic in 3-0 up against Dallas Mavericks. They played game 1, game 2, game 3, and it has been the Celtics who actually won those games. And the last one they actually played earlier today, they were able to win that game 106 against 99, where Jason Tatum really showed his class, scoring about 30 points there alongside Jaylen Brown, while Kyrie Irving also was able to score 35 points for his club, the last Mavericks. But it seems with one more game on Saturday, Ahmad, it seems if Boston are able to win that game, they will be celebrating this particular edition of the NBA Finals.
Obviously, they've proven that they deserve to be the winners at the end of the day. I mean, when you follow the trend, how they've actually come this far, you just want to give it to them. They've been so fantastic, trust me. In the end, they've actually brushed aside a lot of guys that people thought of probably funny stuff that would give them a tough time. They came out top, and of course, what more can I say? Come on, the spirit of a champion. When you see one, you have to really recognize it. So they've proven to be a force to reckon with. And right now, it means, well, I won't be surprised, like you said, in the final game, I think they will approach it more seriously like never before, but also that they will preach. I think they are 18, trying to, they are not, if I'm not mistaken. I hope my memory serves me well. I think 18 if I'm not mistaken. And of course, what can I say about such a very, beautiful and fantastic, a sport that the Celtics are really parading. So trust me, they deserve it if they really go ahead to clinch it, and that's what makes them the best team at the moment.
Okay, we've been talking concerning that NBA there. Well, for NBA, the Celtic, they are really showing their class. If they are able to win on Saturday in that game 4, it means they've actually scooped the 2024 NBA Finals there. Well, away from there, while we're celebrating other nations, let's talk about our now Nigerian expert over there in Atalanta. His name is Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman wins Atalanta Player of the Month of May and June. Well, congrats to him for being able to do well in that competition. They play at the final, talking about Europa. I just have to give it up for Ademola Lookman for being able to scoop this award, winning the Player of the Month of May and also of June. Ahmad Emmanuel, congrats to Ademola Lookman.
Yeah, big congratulations to him. No surprise at all. I mean, well deserved. He's had a fantastic season so far with Atalanta, and maybe somehow, he will be asking himself if he had knew long before, making the move to Italy, he had probably would have done that, and maybe more laurels, more glories, more successes would probably come his way. But then it's never actually. He's still young, and he's achieving such a great feat. So for me, it's a very, very good one for Ademola Lookman, and we want to see him, at least do more. My fear for him is that I hope that what he has enjoyed at club level, he can also maybe in a way replicate that with the country, because players like this, if you don't see them play and what for, you feel bad. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can't achieve such a great success at the club level, then your country will not be playing at a tournament that actually brings top countries in the whole world together. You just feel bad, when you talk about this. We still have a whole lot of other players, that I think deserve to be at the World Cup. So what I'm saying is that, if Nigeria is struggling and they have players doing very well at club level, then we should begin to ask a lot of questions. But by and large, I say congratulations to him, and we hope to see him do more fantastic stuff at club level.
Well, congratulations to Ademola Lookman for scooping the award, Player of the Month for Atalanta, May and June. And to let you know, the update for you concerning the Nigeria National League is now 2-2 between Nasarawa United and Beyond Limit. The two teams are really fighting hard to see who will win that ₦5 million for the Nigerian National League. They are NNL Super 8 final taking place in Enugu. 2-2 draw so far in the match at the 88th minute between the two teams. Right now, we're still talking about some sporting story, giving you update. Well, I can call him the former coach of Bayern and Borussia Dortmund right now. His name is Edin Terzic. Right now, the past Borussia Dortmund, he had an agreement with them, although that particular statement coming from him that, he just have to drop the baton now because he has been with them, been able to lead them to the final of the UEFA Champions League, even though he did not win it. It's an achievement for him, and also winning the DFB Pokal. Congrats to that team. And now the man called Edin Terzic has really departed Borussia Dortmund, and we heard that Nuri Sahin could be taking over as the new coach of that particular club. That's Ahmad Emmanuel. That's the good news coming from Borussia Dortmund's home right now.
Yes, disappointed that they could not match, the standard, the force of the king of Europe, talking about Real Madrid. It would have been more juicy if probably I had a chance to win the UEFA Champions League at the expense of Real Madrid, but that did not happen. And so maybe he had actually thought it wise to maybe quit. We do not know where he will be heading to. We do not know yet, but I hope that from what he has done with the team so far, talking about Borussia Dortmund, we might have more better suitors that will come his way. And maybe he might have more better players that will give him more glories, all right? So let's see how it goes. However, it's football, and at club level, we use the Nigerian language that's like a barracks, where a soldier goes, a soldier will come, and of course, the barracks will remain. So whoever that is coming in should be able to give a template and also, add more quality to the squad. Let's see if they can go a little bit further come next season, even in the German Bundesliga. Who would say they cannot win the German Bundesliga at the expense of, German giants, talking about FC Bayern, and of course the reigning champions, for Bayern Leverkusen. So for me, it's a good one. However, maybe some clubs, like I said, will be approaching him now But I hope he gets a better club, not a lesser quality club compared to, the team that he has just left. But wish him well.
Okay, wishing him well there. Edin Tajis there, moving away from Borussia Dortmund. Now we talk about our own goalkeeper, Ujo Olorunleke, who plays trade with Eyimba. Right now has actually signed a 2-year deal with Sudanese team, Al Merrek SC of Sudan, on a 2-year deal, medical done, and right now it has been confirmed that the goalkeeper that has been with Eyimba for long is moving to Sudan. Emmanuel.
Well, as long as I'll congratulate Ujo Olorunleke, is our own, and more particular is our own because he's from Kogi State, I have my reservations, regarding this move. Why Tanzania?
No, Sudan.
Are you there?
Al Merrek of Sudan.
Oh, sorry, Sudan. So, why Sudan? Because when you check the rankings, you know surely that yes, Nigeria league is still ahead. So why Sudan? Okay, maybe the pay is higher than what is receiving at Eyimba, but sometimes it's not about the pay. You have to weigh your options, consider your career, your chances. Why not South Africa maybe? Why not Morocco? Why not Egypt? Okay? These are better African leagues that you can also go and excel, right? And you can have more better pays, okay? So, what Sudan, I want to wish him well, like I said, maybe he has the reasons, and maybe he thought it wise that well, going to Sudan will give him more better opportunity to, to showcase his talent. But I don't think he's a benchwarmer at Eyimba. He's been a starter and probably he's been captaining the team. So why Sudan? This is the question I'm asking myself. However, I want to really also make comparison with what he has just done. Probably that's why I had a slip of tongue mentioning Tanzania. And the defender was invited from the Tanzanian league in Teremu. I saw what happened. A lot of people were asking questions. The Tanzanian league, who watches the league? Why did they even scout him to come play, for the national team? Maybe the idea is just to get out of the country. It doesn't matter if you're playing in India or Pakistan, just go out of the country and then you get to not to play for the national team. This mentality should be, taken off. It's not helping us as a nation. It's not helping us at all. However, Ujo has actually made his choice. We'll have to wish him well. So we're supporting him and we hope from there he's going to make more progress to a higher league. And of course, he will become our world in the nearest future.
Well, we wish Ujo Olorunleke all the best moving to Al Merrek of Sudan there. Ahmad, we want to appreciate you for joining us on the show. Thank you so much.
Pleasure as always, man. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Yes, good one there coming from Ahmad Emmanuel, actually joining from local Jacko Giste. And before we go, we just take 2 more stories concerning transfer where Olympic Marseille edging closer in a move for Roberto De Zerbi as new coach. They want to go for him. Let's see what's going to happen concerning that, because we know that De Zerbi really prefers England, but anything can happen in football. And the last one says Liverpool to make offer for 19-year-old Benfica midfielder João Neves. Neves has been a player that Liverpool have been eyeing, and the 19-year-old midfielder has been the one they want to go for. And if everything goes well, he will be donning the same red color, but this time around with Liverpool over there in England. Well, that's it on the show. Sports update. We just updated you concerning the NNL final taking place over there in Enugu, where Nasarawa United and Beyond Limits are playing 2-2 so far in the finals, going in for $5 million at stake. And for Ahmad Emmanuel, we appreciate you from local Jakogi State, to the entire crew who made this happen. Thank you so much. And for you out there watching, sport updates for you from Trust TV, I'm Adeniyi Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.